Hi everybody, how's it going? Excuse the sunglasses, it's just blinding and hot right now where I'm at in Northern California. We're not Arizona or any of those places, New Mexico, all of you guys get way hotter, but for us it's hot. Anyhow, because of that, I was thinking today, we were talking at an admin meeting. So I'm a nurse administrator. I do hands-on nursing, as you guys have seen in my videos, but I also do nurse administration. And one of the things we were talking about today was getting ready for heat. And so we have to do a lot of resources around heat, heat in sports, heat at schools. What's the plan if things, go south and somebody gets heat stroke, and what are all the UVs and all of those things. And I started thinking, a couple thoughts. What are other schools? What are you guys doing when it comes to heat? I would love to hear from my nurse friends that are in really hot states, that are in the, the 110s, one whatevers, and then even just humid states, because I know that affects people. We get around 100 to 115, depending on when it is, although we've had a mild summer. But in that conversation today, we started talking about what are the symptoms and how are you going to handle it and how do you treat it and what's the teaching should be to staff and teachers, because, they're not medical and you want them to have something simple and easy blueprint. And I think that I saw something from Sheila Caldwell that she put out, I believe, from NASN on heat and symptoms, and I'll look it up and link it later. But I was thinking, what about our families, you guys? The ones that do not have air conditioning. They don't have working sprinklers to cool off. They don't have parks nearby with splash zones. They don't have pools. They don't have, those type of resources. And I started thinking, what would be the way that we could incorporate those sort of activities into school? Like, I know that sounds silly, but like cool off days, or, at the end of the school year, they do a lot of these like game days, but like things with water. Do your high schools offer swimming as part of their like PE options? And then, what are the clubs that we can give families resources for, right? Are there neighborhood pools? Are there areas where families can go cool off? Are there splash zones in parks? Are there bus passes? And it just got me thinking, because I'm sitting in my nice, cool, air-conditioned car, and, I go home and I turn my air conditioning on, and I absolutely realize I'm blessed in that way. But I started thinking about all the kiddos that don't have that, and the barriers that they have just to even put food on the table, and cooling their house in is the least of their concern. It's that whole Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And it just got me thinking, and I just feel really blessed, but I also really want to make sure that we recognize that our families have those barriers. So I'd love to hear what you guys do. What are some resources? If you guys can link them down below or make comments, I would love to have a resource put together, like a little thing that anybody could use. And we could always doctor it to where we live in an ed code and, board policies and things. But I would love to hear what you guys are doing. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching my channels and my content. I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it. You guys have been amazing. And I just want to tell you thanks. Have a great day.